for it. Wait for it. Wait for it, Doc. Wait for it. Ready? You are not answering your phone. Now, I know that sounds absurd. You're thinking, Gary, that doesn't apply to me. But if you don't have the data on this, you might be surprised. And I want to qualify this. You're not answering your phone during business hours. Naren, would you agree if a call comes in at midnight, we're not going to answer the phone?
Absolutely. Nobody expects you to answer the phone. Even the person calling doesn't expect you to answer the phone.
No. Or a Sunday, they're not expecting you to answer the phone. I'm talking about calls that come in during your business hours. And you wouldn't believe what we see when we start tracking this. Offices that think that that's not a problem in their practice, 42% of the time, calls go to voicemail during business hours. 48% of the time. 54% of the time they go to business hours. And let's face it, if someone found you by a Google search and the voicemail comes on, what will be the guaranteed behavior in 2022 that's going to happen when the call goes to voicemail?
When it goes to voicemail, the person who's calling you, i.e. the new patient, goes to the next
They
person.
hang up and they go to the next dental office on their screen in their Google search.
Exactly.
They aren't going to leave you a message. Hey, it's kind of a sad commentary today, but because we're in such a fast-paced, I want it now world, most human beings have the attention span of a gnat today. I mean, right, Naren?
Yes, exactly, Gary.
I mean, we do. I've done it myself. I pull up Uber and discover that, it says that the car is going to take 10 minutes to get to me.
Right.
And what do? I pull up a Lyft where I discover it's 3 minutes, and that's going to be a lot better. So I'm going to cancel my Uber and do my Lyft, right?
Absolutely.
That's human behavior.
Yes.
So if you're not answering the phone during business hours, let's start answering the phone. Now, first thing you need to do is find out your data on that. Your phone company can tell you. They will do that for you. Contact your phone company and say, hey, I'd like to know what percent of the time during business hours my phone goes to voicemail. They can give you that data. And you might want to be sitting down when you get the report, because I have seen some really crazy results. And it might be happening in your office. If you're not answering the phone, then that's something we have to solve.
Absolutely. In any of these first three mistakes that Gary talked about, if you want to learn more about what the benchmark is, what's possible, I would suggest booking a marketing strategy meeting with Laila, who is the director of marketing, the same person Gary spoke to before he started with us 6 years ago for Life Smiles. Laila would spend 6 hours researching you, finding out how well you are doing on SEO, finding out the fundamentals. Are they all in place for Google to rank you hundreds of times? Finding out how you are doing in terms of your call tracking, the call answering, giving you what's possible, all those data. So I think it's a great use of time. Just find out where you are in with regards to these mistakes.
Yeah, actually, all three of those mistakes, poor SEO, poor conversion rate, and you're not answering the phone. If you're a client of Ekwa, as we are, you can provide that data to a client. Hard data, not to guesswork, not educated guess. It's hard data.